Good morning, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. Today is August 12th, Sunday, and I'm making a couple mid-season upgrades unexpectedly. This kind of fell in my lap. My good friend Keston Pennacook gave me the idea that I needed a larger SH tank, and he had one, a used one he was going to sell me, but unfortunately there's too much distance between Keston and I, so the logistics weren't going to work out. But the idea got in my head, and I reached out to my new friend, Ryan Lashinsky from the Clear Factor power washing company up in Uxbridge, Massachusetts. And Ryan is many steps ahead of where I am, has a fantastic operation going on, multi-trucks, systems, operations, location, all the good stuff that you would want to have. And he bought a bunch of equipment upgrading, and some of it he didn't need. And he sold me today this brand new slim, I'm gonna take it down in a minute and show you, Water Dragon tank, a 100-gallon slim tank, and that's gonna become my new SH tank momentarily here. I think I'm gonna take a little time today, if I can find the time. We got other things to do, but I'm gonna try to pull these tanks out of here real quick and get that 100 tank plumbed in. So that's one of the things we got. And then Ryan also sold me one of the spare 18-inch Hanay electric reels that he had. He had 5 of these Hanay stainless reels in his little warehouse, and was gracious enough to sell me one at a great price. And believe it or not, it fits right on here by about a 1/2 inch on either side. So I'm going to put the 18-inch electric reel here, and we're going to keep 300 or 350 worth of pressure wash hose on this side, so we have plenty of spare hose. As you know, this is getting pretty crusty over here. We're going to rebuild this reel a little bit, and it's going to go onto the other side of the truck as our auxiliary water hose. So we're going to have our auxiliary dual feed water hose set up over here on a manual reel on an electric reel instead of this manual reel. So that's going to come out. That one may come out too. I'm not really sure. We're making some changes on this side. I seriously want to get the water fed pole mounted up in here somehow. So I'm thinking maybe the water fed pole is going to go up here. Maybe the other reel is going to go over here for the auxiliary water. And that way I can still have some room back here to do some other stuff. We are going to put a stainless tank in at some point. That's probably next season's upgrade. Unless I happen to fall into one over the next few months. I don't know. If one presents itself, we're going to buy it. But that was an unexpected mid-season upgrade, which is something I think I need. It's going to save me a few minutes. I'm doing SH transfer every single day, and then I'm nearly running out of SH every single day. So I'll have more than enough and maybe have to transfer a little less often. So anyway, I'm going to pull that down and get you a better look at it. All right, that tank's out. Might hang on to it for a minute. Also might offer it to one of the other local guys. I know someone who might make good use of it. I got to clean up in here. We got a lot of rust. I'm not doing much about that. That'll have to be next season or end of season when I strip the truck down. We're going to get the vacuum out, clean up the mess we made. But you can see SH has taken its toll on the cage and the bed. Soap tank is going to stay, I don't know, somewhere in the middle there-ish to start with. And I got all the spider web of hose set up on top of the cage for now. The next step is a little bit of cleaning, and then we'll stick the tank in there and see how it looks. All right, that's what I'm looking at. It's my first rough placement. See how the plumbing fits around the corner of that cutout nicely. That works for me. I think my soap tank's gonna go right here in the middle. I got this nice heavy ratchet strap. It's like a 2,500 pound strap. We're gonna go right around the belly of this whole thing and strap it right to the cage. Should be fine, nice and tight. It's not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna do a couple uniseals on the top in this basically the same orientation we had before. And hopefully I'll have this set up and running. I will have it set up and running before the end of the day today, so we can utilize it tomorrow. Pretty happy with that. I like the way it looks. All right, that's basically how it's gonna be. We got it strapped to the cage with a 15-gallon soap tank in the front. I've got all of my water plumbing put back into the tank. My whip lines are all run the way I want them. We're gonna do some zip tying and I'll button a few things up and make it a little bit neater here and there. Same thing over here with the water lines that go down to the X6. Next is to plumb my SH lines, and then I've got like one soap line left to run over to the 12-volt roof pump. Should be pretty clean and easy. We're gonna put like 3 holes in the top of this tank, same as we have on that tank. I'm gonna cluster them all into one area here, just so it's a little bit neater. And my downstreamer doesn't have to draw as far, so that's gonna shorten the hose there for me a little bit. That'll be nice and clean right to the Flow Pro. This big hose you see over here is the chem line that goes to the X6. So that's gonna go right into there. With a drop stick right to the bottom of the tank. So I guess I have to factor that bump right there. So I'll probably put like 3 in a row right about here-ish on the top of the tank. Boop, boop, boop. Drop everything right in. I'm thrilled with it. Earlier this year from Harbor Freight, I bought this nice hole saw kit specifically for cutting holes in my tank. Those fit onto here. You got the guide drill, and then it cuts the hole nicely. We're doing uniseals again. I'm reusing the same drop sticks, etc. So I've got 3 sizes. I've got a big one, I've got a medium sized one, and I've got a small one for my downstreaming uniseal right there. So I'm gonna go up and make 4 holes in a row, and we're gonna set these drop sticks in the Water Dragon tank. I took some time to strap it a little differently, put a strap across the top, put the strap I had in the middle, down much lower, holding the soap tank in place. And I think that's going to work pretty good and get us through the rest of the season anyway. I worked on my plumbing on the top for the water, and now we're going to plumb the SH into the tank so we can move on to the next step. Here's our final result. We have the first red line closest to the water tank is the SH that goes to the Remco pump. The next 90-degree elbow that you see is my transfer in. That's how I upload to the big tank. The big 3/4 inch clear braided line is SH for the X6. And of course the small 1/4 inch line is downstreaming SH. I'll show you the inside of the tank real quick. We got drop sticks and hoses going down. Okay, we got a plastic filter on the bottom of the downstreaming drop stick. We've got an angled cut hose on the bottom of the 3/4 inch SH for the X6. And we have an angled cut hose on the 1/2 inch red Curatech hose for the Remco pump. And that has worked perfectly fine for me all the years I've been in business, and we're doing that again with this tank. Nice and clean, vacuumed it out. We're in good shape. I've got whip lines for both machines, plumbed and zip tied. I still have a couple small holes to cut in here to plumb my auxiliary water correctly, plumb this whip line that goes to the 5-gallon correctly, and then I'll get this cover back on. I may not be doing that today. I'm happy just to be where I am right here. These are previous downstreaming lines that I was using at one point that I'm no longer using. And that's it, nice and clean. I actually have more space back here now than I had before, because this space over here was kind of wasted and now is being used correctly with the tank. I'm thankful that it's got that little bump in the bottom because it allowed my plumbing to wrap around there nicely. And I gained probably 6 inches or so by 18 inches or so worth of space there. So that's a nice little square area. My step ladder usually sits right in here because I need it to get it in and out of this truck. So this rides just like that, and we use it all the time. Gives me a little more access to getting some of these tools in and out. We got water fed poles, everything we need. And then some of these holes down here actually have not been utilized to date, but we've got a couple more slots. That's worked out really, 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 really well. cones, of course. Thrilled. Again, Ryan, thank you very much for the water dragon tank. Deeply appreciated, my friend.